Come, let us explore why your meditation manual is not working. Together, let us relaxingly recite. Read this as you would a novel, and you could find this has all the charm of stereo instructions. But apply the following instructions, and this meditation manual could serve you well. This free PDF has been formatted to be read on your smartphone while it is held in the horizontal position. First, download the free Kindle app with which to read this upon your smartphone. For it does a marvelous job of remembering the last page you read, as few things are as darkly as ironic as losing one's mind while reading meditation manual because one's smartphone consistently lost one's place. Search Amazon Kindle in the search bar of your smartphone's app store and download it right away. Second, navigate in your browser to meditatelikeajedi.org/downloads and tap the PDF link next to Easy Enlightenment under the heading Meditation Manual. Third, tap the share icon in the corner of your browser and then tap the Kindle icon. Fourth, if you are asked whether or not you'd like to convert the PDF into the Kindle format, tap No, lest the document lose all its beautiful formatting and you promptly lose your mind. Fifth, think of this text as less of a novel and more of a meditation manual, the recitation or transcription of a chapter of which is a preparatory practice for each meditation session. Sixth, if recitation floats your boat, you could perform either a relaxing recitation or a melodious chant. Seventh, personally, I prefer transcription. If you enjoy pen and paper, I would urge you not to use cursive writing, as there are some who feel that is the modality with which your subconscious expresses itself. Better instead to merely write in the printing style of children and thus driving it into your mind. I feel the best form of computer transcription is twofold. Start by simply typing the chapter in its entirety, then return to the start of your transcribed chapter to format it not with the intention of practicing perfect grammar, but to ensure perfect comprehension. For manipulating the data, in this manner could supercharge our comprehension. This tried and true manner of learning was practiced by the founding fathers of my country, as well as Dugul Khyentse Rinpoche, the late former head of the Nyingma order of Tibetan Buddhism. One moment. Eighth, limit yourself to no more than one chapter per meditation session. Less, and you'll breed confusion. More, and you'll court overwhelm. This is an excellent manner with which we could quickly master the Buddha's path of mindfulness and meditation. Having completed our opening lesson, and so yes, this is a thunderous invitation to use the link found in the description area within this live stream and download the latest iteration of this PDF at your leisure. Of course, the one on the website isn't the latest. I forgot to update that yesterday, but I will get on that. It's better than the hole in the head. Having completed this morning's opening lesson, it's time for us to shift gears. It is Qui-Gon Jinn Tuesday morning. Come, let us meditate like a Jedi after approximately 30 seconds of housekeeping. This is the Dzogchen Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. For more than 30 years, I have harnessed my autistic special interests as well as my ADHD hyperfocus to spend about 8 hours a day, almost every day, studying, practicing, mastering, and reverse engineering the teachings and techniques of each school of meditation so that I can become your personal, nerdy, neurodivergent guide to nirvana. Welcome to Meditate Like a Jedi, which is made possible due to the generosity of viewers just like you. For the remainder of this morning's live stream, we're going to play with the very latest iteration of Diamond Mind Mantra Meditation Practice Text, or Sadhana, if you're nasty. We're going to begin with the view of reality that supports letting go, the first fold of the Buddha's Eightfold Path, or in other words, wisdom's warm-up. We're going to practice creation stage, or wisely leaping over pride's abstractions to omniscience. As we practice creation stage, or we will bring the physical into the path of wisdom, thus practicing the first fold of the Buddha's Eightfold Path. Please chant with me. You know what? I'm going to do a quick edit. Please bear with me. Okay, let's go over here to home and let's hit paste. Together, let's chant. Rather than indulge or controlling tendencies for the follies of active visualization, emotion, magic, and belief, we could just recite these wise words in harmony with all breathing and allow our subconscious to do the heavy lifting. Let us therefore sidestep the rigidity that confuses metaphors for statements literal, and instead relax into the flexibilities that save us the chance explaining metaphors as similes. Okay, we're going to bring the physical into the path of wisdom. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever bodies we're filtering or previous inhalation could feel as non-graspable as a Buddha's real or imagined body or yidam of light. We're now going to silently and mentally recite, oopsie, quick edit. I'm now going to silently and mentally recite the 8-syllable synopsis of that which we just chanted. We're going to divide it up between our inhalation and our exhalation. Copy. Nope. Cut. Yes. Okay. Paste. 1, 2, 3, and copy. And paste. So, what do we mean by the phrase empty? Empty is short for the phrase as non-graspable as a vast empty void. Any good well, this is not working right. Wow. That was terrible. There is something not quite right going on here. Let's hit save. And let's hit backspace. It's not letting me backspace. That's weird. Okay, let's hit delete. Oh boy, this is... Sorry guys, I'm having a bit of a snafu. Please bear with me. Okay, I appreciate your patience. Hey, Shivi, nice to see you. Whew, okay. Now I think things are making more sense, and I once again appreciate your patience. Together. MT is short for the phrase as not graspable as a vast empty void. Any good English teacher could remind us. That a simile is only as effective as it is relatable. Therefore we have to ask the question. What is a real-world example? Of a non-graspable, vast, empty void. How about the illusion of the infinite azure sky? On a bright and beautiful cloudless morn, which, although tantalizing to the eye, could be not graspable to the hand. And so now we have a better understanding of the word emptiness. And now we proceed. Let us now practice. So as we practice Maha Yoga, or wisely leaping over pride's obstructions to omniscience, we bring the mental into the path of wisdom together. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever minds we notice during our previous inhalation could feel as not graspable as our Buddha's real or imagined bija seed mantra or syllable of light. And now we silently and mentally divide the 8-syllable synopsis of that which we just chanted between our inhalation and our exhalations. I should say between the next 3 inhalations and exhalations. Let us now bring the interpersonal into the path of wisdom together. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever relationships or speech we heard during our inhalation could feel as non-graspable as a Buddha's real or imagined mantramala of light. Why do we play with figures of speech? Because complex life forms on this planet evolved to think symbolically. Let us now bring the circumstantial again into the path of wisdom together. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever circumstances we saw during our previous inhalation could feel as non-graspable as a Buddha's real or imagined paradise, pure land, or vati of light. We come now to the first collection of 12 sets of 12 inhalations, and in order to help count this and to manage our energy, we're going to, upon the tip of our upon the tip of our left index finger. We could rest the great knuckle at the base of our right index finger, palms up in our lap. Sturgeon's law reminds us that 90% of everything sucks, but what could that look like? It could look like the majority of meditation teachers being minions of Yang's religious or irreligious patriarchy instead of Yin's spiritual matriarchy, which means they are rigid instead of flexible, fearful instead of loving, superstitious instead of rational, controlling instead of laid back, elitist instead of egalitarian, cryptic instead of lucid, competitive instead of cooperative, cruel instead of kind. Therefore, it should come as little surprise that the majority of meditation teachers implore their students to actively focus and analyze. Now, the only way to do that is in reliance upon discrete neural pathways such as those found in the medial or the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. Now, the problem is that if we overwork this region of our brain, we increase our propensity to present with the symptoms of depression, as well as downright trigger our amygdala, the seat of the anxiety and aggression that are the polar opposites of the peace and love that most of us desire. Fortunately, neither the amygdala nor the prefrontal cortex or the entirety of our central nervous system. Case in point, every time we inhale, we have evolved to automatically access the sympathetic nervous system ensconced within the middle third of our spinal cord. This bad boy has evolved to help us to notice in a very special way, to help us to notice vulnerably, passively, viscerally, randomly, and fleetingly. Every time we exhale, we have evolved to automatically access our parasympathetic nervous system, divided between the lower third and the upper third of that same spinal cord. Our parasympathetic nervous system has evolved to support the physical relaxation as well as mental release to such a degree that which we noticed during our previous inhalation could fleetingly feel less stressful, less permanent, and even less defining. So that elitism of patriarchy manifests itself in many ways, including the lie that we have to sit in the full lotus posture, which is in glaring opposition to the fact that the most ancient Buddhist statuary depicts Gautama as sitting not in the full lotus posture, but in merely the quarter lotus posture, wherein one leg rests comfortably upon the other, like the two pieces of bread comprising a sandwich. In this case, a PB&J, as opposed to a Dagwood. Now, the first time we try this, our hips are going to be tight, and we're going to be really asymmetric and ungainly. And rather than fight that, we just accept that and sit as best we can for at least 5 minutes every 12 hours or so. Do that, and within a week or two, your body could surprise you with what it's capable of. So what is the most efficient way that we could silently and that we could best cooperate both our sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems? During each inhalation, we could recite the demonstrative pronoun this, and during each exhalation, we could silently and mentally recite the one-syllable verb is. Now, if you prefer the three-syllable version, that's fine. You could silently and mentally recite noticing and relaxing in harmony with our inhalation and our exhalation. Let's do that together right now. We come now to our second collection of 12 sets of 12 inhalations. Upon the tip of our left middle finger, we could rest the first, second, or third knuckle of our right middle finger, palms up in our lap. We're just going to rest the great knuckle at the base of our right middle finger, palms up in our lap. Let's make that first. And we continue. So let's take a moment to review the lessons portrayed for us by the iconography of the archetype. There are 4 lessons. This archetype is known by many names. In Sanskrit, for instance, this morning let's play with the Sanskrit names. The nudity of Samantabhadri reminds us that the key to mindfulness is to notice vulnerably, as well as passively, viscerally, randomly, and fleetingly. The color of Samantabhadra reminds us that as we relax into our exhalation, whatever we notice during our previous inhalation could feel as non-graspable as the illusion of the infinite azure sky on a bright and beautiful cloudless morn, which all that could be tantalizing to the eye is non-graspable to the hand. The beauty of Samantabhadra, Samantabhadri, Karamamudra reminds us that the highest love is the spontaneous and uncontrived byproduct of our practice of mindfulness as well as meditation. The stability with which Samantabhadra sits reminds us of centeredness. The abandon with which Samantabhadri sports in Karamamudra reminds us of spontaneity. The same centered spontaneity that is the product of love's awareness and release. And so we can play with the 3-syllable exercise, noticing, relaxing, that we recite silently and mentally in harmony with our breathing, or we can practice simply the 1-syllable version. This is. We come now to compassion's cooldown. Let's begin by chanting an explanation of this 6-syllable mantra. Om I invoke the Vajra diamond-like strength of a Safa mind well trained, supplicating with whom may awareness and release be mastered by all. We practice creation stage of highest yoga tantra, or lovingly leaping over jealousy's obscuring emotions, by bringing the mental into the path of love that's training in the second fold of the Buddha's Eightfold Path. Together. Well, my nose is terribly musical this morning, is it not? Let's chant. May all minds of all beings know possess the joyful enlightenment, symbolized by a one-syllable seed or bija mantra. One moment, if you please. Time for a bit of the old editor Rooney. So I'm going to switch this. Going to try to switch this. Let's see, home. Let's make this automatic. Let's go over here and hit this. Okay. And let's hit 48. All right. And let's hit copy. Okay. So, well, one last edit. And then we can do it to it. All right. So, as we inhale, we can silently and mentally recite the 6-syllable synopsis of that which we just chanted, "We share joy for all minds." And this isn't an affirmation to believe, it's just a loving wish, nothing more than that. As we exhale, we can physically relax as best we can while striving to chant the 4 repetitions of this 6-syllable mantra per breath. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum. Let us bring the interpersonal into the path of love that's training in the 3rd fold of the Buddha's Eightfold Path together. May each being's experience of the interpersonal speech now possess the peaceful love and symbolized by a multisyllabic horizontal mantra mala. Whoopsie, here we go. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Vajra Sattva Hum, Om 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 Vajra Sattva Hum. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, 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 Om Vajra Sattva Hum. Let us bring the physical into the path of love, this training in the fourth fold of the Buddha's eightfold path. Together. May whole bodies or forms of all beings know possess great health, symbolized by the enlightened Oktaipoya Damdorje Sampa Vajra Sattva or diamond mind. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum. Let us bring the circumstantial into the path of love, this training in the fifth fold of the Buddha's eightfold path. Together. May all circumstances or lots of all beings know possess very good fortune or boon, symbolized by the mythic paradise, pure land or vati of a real or imagined Buddha. Oh, that does not look good at all. Okay, we need to do a quick adjustment to make it look much prettier. Let's go to this device. Let's go to pictures. Let's go to Buddhist yoga. Let's go to Dorje Sampa. Let's go to Vati. Let's go over yonder and tug at the corner. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum. Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum. You have taken your first step into a much larger world. If you feel that I have earned it, you could give this live stream a thumbs up. You could even help support this channel. In approximately 10 3/4 hours, I would very much like to return to lead today's evening meditation class as well as group practice. And if you are as geeky as me, may the Force be with you always.